It's Harry's versus Gillette. Which one of these is the best a man can get? The male grooming market seems to be becoming so saturated with products for hair, skin, body, and shaving, and it's all just a bit much. So I wanted to talk about two of the most popular razor brands at the moment. Gillette, total powerhouse, been around for 115 plus years, versus Harry's, which really is the sort of the new upstart on the market. I'm going to go through what these products do, what they're supposed to do, the sort of price point, some of the marketing, and which one is the best for you. Now, if you're new to my channel, you've not yet pressed subscribe, then hi, I'm Robin, this is Man for Himself. Please do press subscribe right now. In comparison, Harry's is relatively new. It was started in 2013 by two guys called Andy and Jeff. Now, they started it because they really wanted to simplify the whole razor market. They said it was overpriced, they said there was too much out there, and they wanted to really focus on one product. And now they're into the UK from 2017, and they're being sold in places like Boots. Now, with all the products I talk about, I'll make sure they're linked down below, and I will find you the best prices. Gillette, on the flip side, has been around for over 100 years. It was created by King C. Gillette. He created the first safety razor, really to give guys at home the whole barbershop experience. And with Gillette's history comes a whole host of products. Disposable razors, cartridges, combination electric razors, creams, lotions, like they've got absolutely everything. Whereas Harry's really have focused kind of on the basics. They've got a couple of handles which you can pick depending on what color you want, and then just one razor cartridge, and these can just be replaced. They've got 5 blades. Gillette have got various ones with 5 blades, sensitive shields, cool blade shields. I mean, through the years of trying them, I get so confused by what actually goes on to what handle, what I can use, what I can't use, what the newest launch is. I get razor blindness with Gillette. But just the one thing that I'm constantly finding with all these new launches is it's very hard to decide what suits you. And Gillette is maybe becoming a bit of a victim of its own innovation. You know, how do we know if it's a 3-blade, a 5-blade? Do you need the sensitive shield? Do you need the cool shield? And really keeping it simple might just be the best thing to do here. And I think that's exactly what Harry's is doing. You know, as you'll see, they're now in Boots. They've got the handles, they've got the razor blades, everything is priced out. You kind of see where you're going with this. And in terms of price, you know, they are both seriously competing with each other. Harry's is starting at £8 for the handle and for a blade. Then a 4-pack of blades is going for about £8, and then you can get 8 blades for £15. Whereas Gillette, again, is very much the same price point. They are obviously feeling the pressure. When I've been looking online, a lot of the prices have been dropping, which I think is great in terms of there being competition. It means that we're paying less for a product which does work. But Gillette, this one is £7.99. This is probably the most comparable one. Whereas the razor blades are just over £13 for 4 and over £15, which is on sale, for 8. So Harry's, they do work out cheaper. When you look at the subscription services, that's where Harry's really started. Started as a subscription service, then they went into shops. Gillette has now really jumped on that. They've got a subscription model. And it is one of the most confusing things I've ever seen online. I literally sat for an hour trying to understand it, trying to work out what I was paying for, how much I was paying for it, and I got nowhere with it. So Gillette, if you're watching, please do simplify that. You're doing yourself a disservice. Whereas the Harry's one really is super simple. Start with a trial pack, you're paying a certain amount, and then you decide how frequently you want it and cancel at any time. So they are winning on that. Now, in terms of performance, I did put the two most similar ones up against each other, 5 blades, and to be completely honest, there's actually not much in it at all. The one thing about Gillette is the innovation. They've got the ball axis, so it really does move. They've also got the cooling gel strips depending on your skin type, whereas Harry's does have the pivot, but not the same amount of movement as the Gillette. Both have the blade, so the precision trimmer on the back, so it means you can get into or around your moustache or any sort of detailing areas. So those are both great. I mean, again, Gillette is creating so many products, and the innovation I think is fantastic. But actually in terms of the products, like the shaving creams, the post-shave spritz, which I literally live for, it's amazing. Harry's, I think, is well ahead of Gillette in that. I think one of my issues, I'm going to say, is in the marketing of so many of these products. You know, we're told what we should be using, how we should be using it, what not to be doing. And Gillette, I think, is really pushing a narrative of masculinity in a slightly different way and sort of packaging this in something which we're feeling like should be inclusive. With all this sort of new marketing they did before, I actually think that it just missed the mark. And actually, you guys watching are guys that know what you want, you're guys that are interested in grooming, so we shouldn't need to be told that. We just want to know what a product does, how it works, and if it's really worth it. Whereas Harry's in their marketing are a lot more simple, the aesthetic is cleaner, and I just feel like they're really focusing on delivering a product that works. So verdict, if we can do a sort of verdict in this, I would say to Gillette, hi, if you're watching, you need to up your game. Seriously, I think Harry's are very much snapping at your heels. We see your prices going down, you're obviously feeling the heat from them. But Gillette to me just feels stuck in the 90s. It feels like the kind of brand that you're first trying out when you're a teenager, and that's not a bad thing. You know, the innovation is there, the products are there, but it just needs to be updated. Whereas Harry's, I think it feels fresh, it feels current, contemporary, and it feels like the kind of product that I want to be aligning with, the kind of brand I want to be aligning with. So again, Gillette, your products are great, but you just need to do more. There you go, right, that is my verdict. But give both the products a shot if you can. You know, they are readily available in stores. Make up your own mind. I've given you what I think here, but it is very much up to you on what works for your skin. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, and you've not yet pressed subscribe, then press subscribe right now. My own subscription service, which is free, right up there. There's also more video suggestions down there. Stay with me and watch them. Or head to my blog, product pages are there. My Instagram is up there in the cards. Come and follow. But I'll see you in my next new video. Bye-bye.